I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me and come out with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip, put your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on.
Up in the morning, gotta get dressed, gotta comb my hair, gotta have my bowl of my favorite cereal, seeing everything, the time is going so slow, nobody's rushing, gotta get down to the bus stop. I'm 3 hours early, I see my friends, kicking with the long socks, no chilling with the cool jocks. I can't believe that this day's finally here. It's Monday, Monday, I'm so glad it's Monday. 5 great days until the weekend, Monday, Monday, it's the best day after Sunday. 5 super fantastic days until the weekend. Studying, studying, yeah. Studying, studying, yeah. Fun, fun, can't wait to get my homework for this weekend. 4:45, we're playing at the park, time cruising so fast, we're having such a blast. Fun, 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 yeah, talk about fun. You know what it is, I got this test, you get this, friends by my side, it's 4 weeks away, going to get an A, kicking butt at Scrabble, butt kicking on the gravel, gotta make my mind up, which seat should I take? It's Monday, Monday, I'm so glad it's Monday. 5 great days until the weekend, Monday, Monday, it's the best day after Sunday. 5 super fantastic days until the weekend. Studying, studying, yeah. Studying, studying, yeah. Studying, 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 yeah. Monday, Monday, I'm so glad it's Monday. 5 great days until the weekend, Monday, Monday, gotta get down on Monday. 5 super fantastic days until the weekend. Studying, 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 fun, fun, can't wait to get my homework.
love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't be scared. Step it up. away. I'm going off, I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning. I can make a change. I wanna play the game. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm going off, I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning. I can make a change. I wanna play the game, yeah.
Welcome to the show, everybody. It's the Monday Night Draws, and we're going to get started pretty quickly here because this might be not necessarily like a really short episode. Aaron's got to do something afterwards here, and yeah, I might continue drawing for a little bit, but maybe an hour and a half from our usual 2 hours. So obviously, David Finch is the inspiration. This is our sacred cow Bible here for the Finch Monday Night Draws. Not associated with David Finch in any way, but we are studying him and studying what he does, and basically doing homage pieces to some extent to learn how he's building and creating his figures. And these are the pieces from the previous weeks of Monday Night Draws. Here we have Glitch and Fortune Cookie, and we got David Finch's character that was painted in the book, and then the female character that was painted in the book, and then the other guy that was painted in the book as well, David Finch's character. And then, of course, last week I finished this piece on here for Aaron. This is Zoot Suit from his comic, The Opossum. And then here's a reference piece for today that I started on the previous episode and finishing. This is a David Finch Batman, and then I'm doing The Opossum here, inking that. And Aaron's got his piece that he's working on. What are you working on, man? Can you hear me okay? The mic is not set up correctly. It's coming off this over here. So
can you hear me?
Go ahead. What's up? Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure you can hear me because I just set it up a while ago. I wasn't sure if you can hear my mic. So.
Oh yeah, your microphone you switched. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, I got the same ones. I mean, I got the same ones that I've been doing these last couple of draws. Here's my character, the Opossum, right after David Finch's Batman. And I've got this character that David Finch's character, the same one Omer drew, but I had my own little take on it with, like more or less like an old man kind of look and stuff. And then I got this fella right here, which is my own interpretation of it, I guess. And oops.
It's upside down. Yeah.
Yeah. And so there you go. Got this guy right here, what have you. And then here's my warrior girl. I love the detail you put on the sword. I wish I still need to do all that, but I got this one. And what else I got here? And then I got this piece I'm doing for my good friend Omer. This is character Glitch off of David Finch's Deadpool. And so I kind of cleaned it up a bit more, and I fixed the lenses a bit more. I wasn't very satisfied with the way I did that, so I went ahead and took care of that. And it's based off of this particular piece right here. So that's where I'm getting the reference.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love that opossum. It looks really good. So yeah. So we got some good stuff going on tonight. I hope everybody can excuse me later. I am going to have to cut my thing short.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Let me move my camera up just a bit. Let me see how it looks.
Sure. Here we go. Got all this stuff all scattered everywhere too. And how have you been, my good friend Omer?
How's that? That's a little bit better there.
Yeah.
So I've adjusted my camera so it looks more level, so it's not because my board's slanted. So I have the camera now slanted along with the board so that it doesn't look as distorted. Someone was it's like, "Hey, your camera's always distorted. I hate that." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I think I can fix that." So I adjusted a little bit.
Mm,
Yeah, it's been good. Things are good. I mean, just trying to draw more and make more. And I've so I set these streams up. Try to set them up in advance, and since I already have them pretty prepped and kind of like the social media schedule stuff to go out, I forget to send the link out, and yeah, so that way I'm not trying to rush to set up all this stuff. So I've had this stream set up for like 2 weeks now. So
no worries, sir.
yeah, I always forget the last two shows. I've been sending the link to Aaron like 5-10 minutes before the show. I'm like, oh shoot, I got to send the link to Aaron. So
No worries, my good friend. No worries.
and all my Mondays and Sundays and everything's starting to blur into the same into the sa-
Mm,
all into the same day. I forget what day it is. What day is it?
you're living in the Matrix. It happens. It happens.
And it's summertime, so things are going to be a little bit slower, and people are out doing stuff and going outside and traveling and getting outside of their houses. And it's it's the end of the year, prom and things like that, and graduations and visiting families and vacations and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And people just getting out and wanting to do things, not staying inside, going out, swimming on the river, going to the beach, having
Oh yeah.
barbecues. I barbecued Saturday.
Oh
That
yeah.
was pretty fun.
How did that come out?
Yeah, it was good. It's real good.
Nice. 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 Must have been good. It sounds good. Yeah, you're right about the river. All right. There's a lot of folks over here are going to the river. So
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, so my usual audio setup is not the greatest. So if you hear other beeping and stuff, it's my phone.
Is that your phone?
No, that was the doorbell.
Oh.
My nephew ordered some sandwiches.
Oh, okay. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool.
So let's see. If you're on the chat, thank you, Susie. Thank you for your comments in the chat. Much appreciated. If you're out
Thank,
watching, please feel free to ask questions in chat, say hello, all that good stuff. Appreciate all the interaction.
thank you, gorgeous.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Ha ha. All right.
My vanity.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna have to take some applications to replace Aaron here. He's gonna become unreliable. So if there's anybody
Well,
out there who's an artist and has a comic, and you have a fondness for learning about comics and art, and would be interested in being a co-host, please let me know.
yeah, unfortunately, that's going to have to happen soon. Not because I want to, but it's
I'm joking, Aaron. I'm joking.
no, I am going to have to exit during my work, the overtime. So, but, yeah,
Oh yeah, you gotta tell me when that is so I can actually prep for that if that's the case. So.
July 31st. July 31st. Yeah. Yeah. It sucks, but I have to do what I got to do.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I was just kidding initially, but I guess it's a thing now. So
Yeah.
I guess let's see if I can find someone who wants to join in.
I mean, if I can return, it'd be great.
No. Once you leave, you never come back. I mean, that's how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel slighted. So why would I let you back on?
Yeah. Why would you, right?
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Of course. You. The substitute gets kicked forever. No, I might do like rotating guests. I have 3 people that said they might be interested in coming by and drawing. So I'll see. I'll throw out the feelers, see if they actually want to do it, and schedule it and see if they how many shows they might be interested in doing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Be a good promo for them too. If you've got a YouTube channel, to promote your channel from here as well. Unless, of course, you have a bigger channel than me, then that's a plus for me, right? Be nice to get someone with a bigger social media standing. That'd be cool. Mr. Finch, if you're out there and you're watching, or you ever watch this, you're more than welcome to come in. I can kick this guy immediately, and I'll draw with you.
Oh my god!
He's like, no, I'll be here for that one. Right, Aaron? Yeah. I ain't gonna miss that one.
Oh yeah. Man, if you get Finch on this thing, wow! I'll take back everything I said about you.
Yeah. I see how it is.
That'd be cool. It'd be really neat if that would have happened. Yeah, that would be something.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably be like, stop stealing all my drawings. Kid.
Like a grumpy old man.
Draw your own damn stuff. I'll be like, but it's so beautiful, sir. It's so beautiful. I'm learning so much.
Oh yeah.
If anything, just the sheer act of drawing more, right? I mean, you just get better at it.
I've been drawing way more lately than I've ever done before. I mean, it's actually been a big learning curve, I will say.
Well, except when you drew the first 2-3 issues of the Opossum, of course, right?
Yeah, but that was some years back, So it's been a while since I've actually been this active in this world.
In this world?
Yeah, the art world. Yeah.
Aaron's so dramatic.
I am.
So dramatic. Yeah, he's a
Dramatic,
little bit.
dramatic automatic. I'm gonna add these characters that the Deadpool character has on the bottom because I want to add just some of your villains, but I'm gonna see if I can get like a good profile of these before I get any of your villains on this thing. So, 'cause there's I don't know
All
them
right.
all.
Sounds
Well,
good.
yeah, I don't know them all by
Yeah.
memory. So, yeah.
Yeah. Do what you can, homie.
Yeah.
It's all good. Yeah, we're a little quiet today. It's because we're trying to get a lot done, and so sorry about that.
Yeah.
We're a little pressed for time, so talking and drawing isn't always very conducive to yapping away, unless of course we get questions or anything like that. In the chat, I'll try to keep an eye on it.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I thought it was the music changing. I was like, oh, what is this? What is this beat?
No, that's my phone.
What's going on, Mike Walters? Good to see you. Thank you for being in the chat. It says, Mike says, hey, Omer, subscribed to your channel yesterday. Dropping in to like, share, and say hi. Well, appreciate you. Thanks so much, Mike. Hope you get a chance to stick around and check us out. Drawing art inspired by David Finch as we try to learn how to evolve and adapt and become more proficient at this comic book art style and kind of try to learn what David Finch is doing with his work and how he adapts shading and rendering and how he builds his characters and his design sense. It's just a good way to study comics just in general. And Finch is the new Jim Lee. He's the hot stuff. He has been or is currently, however you want to view that. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And of course, at some point we will switch over and study other artists. And that'll be a lot of fun. Hoping we get to some Bisley and some Barry Windsor Smith, Rob Liefeld, Jim Lee, of course. Good old Toddy, James O'Barr. I know Aaron likes James O'Barr, so maybe even some other guys that he likes as well. Of course, I like all that stuff too. So
That would be cool.
what's up, Crook Painter? Good to see you here. Thank you. Just hanging out and drawing, inspired by David Finch. We are in no way affiliated with David Finch and his Monday Night Draw stream, which has been on hiatus for about half a year or so. So we're referencing David Finch work and then turning it into our own characters. So like I'm referencing this Dark Knight comic here, and turned it into the opossum, which is Aaron's comic book character. And that's kind of the mode we're taking for future work, kind of adapting them and using it to create our own characters in a similar style, or at least homage to the pose, trying to get a feel for Finch's design and his rendering, the way he hatches things and lights things. As we try to learn how to make comics, how to design comics, how to render from the best, and how to create images from great artists, or artists that we enjoy in any case. And we hope you enjoy those artists too. And so, like I said, David Finch is on hiatus from his YouTube show, and I guess his channel in general, the Monday Night Draws show. And so there was a hole, and I was like, oh well, there's a hole, and I'm willing to fill it. So, of course, usually his show starts around 8 or 9. I think it's 8 o'clock. So I'm hoping even if his show comes back, this show will be on before his. So at least that's my hopes. But
he's been out for quite a long time, huh?
Yeah, it almost. I want to say it's about 6 months, but it might be a little bit more than that. I know he's done a couple like special episodes where he's learning to paint with like Ariel Alvetti, and I forget who the other guy is, but but otherwise, it hasn't been consistent, and he hasn't been doing the Monday Night Draws show.
I wonder what's going on.
I know he's been doing conventions too, so that might be part of it too.
Yeah.
Hi, Scarlett. Good to see you. Let me highlight Crooked Painter here. And hail, Scarlett. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for checking in. Scarlett Fever has a YouTube channel herself. Go check it out if you get a chance. Mike Walter says, as you know, I still need to prep for my show tonight. Yeah, awesome, Mike. Go check out Mike Walter's YouTube channel as well. He's got a channel. Kirk's got a YouTube channel as well. Check out their channel as well. Let me give you some links, guys, and you guys can drop your channels in the chat so people can go check them out. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to reference a whole lot of stuff. Like, I can make stuff right on the spot, kind of thing. But this is for learning. We're and referencing, and trying to do cool stuff. So, and David Finch's channel again. This is an homage. This whole show is kind of an homage to the David Finch show and idea. Yeah, let me give. Let me pass out some blue wrenches real quick here. People I know and trust. You guys are more than welcome to drop your links to your channel and your shows. Sure. Yeah, so because of time, I don't bring up a whole lot of things on this particular show, but on the other show, I do a lot of acknowledgement and showing other people's channels and things like that, and share as much as I can on the Wednesday night show. But this show is pretty tight and pretty focused. Just FYI, so I don't usually bring up a whole lot of actually I don't bring any campaigns or other channels up on this show as far as like pulling them up, which I really enjoy doing. I love showing other people's YouTube channels and their shows, and if they have any campaigns or comic books that are coming out, I love showing all that stuff off. I think it's really cool. But like, we're pressed for time, and I got to stay focused. So I can't really do that a whole lot on this show. So I hope you understand. Because Aaron's time is limited, and I try to take advantage of that time and really focus on trying to get a lot of drawing done. Specifically because this show is really a drawing show, and it really formatted after kind of David Finch's show as well. So, but yeah, and the other show, the Hump Day show, that one, yeah, it's a drawing show, but I like I said, I love to take time out and share everybody's stuff. Yeah, I think it's important, and it's fun. I like it. I like to do all that. I like promoting, but I don't really see it as promoting. It's kind of like to me, it's just kind of like a fun game of show and tell and sharing your friends' stuff out there. So, and all the cool people I've met on the internet here. So, thank you so much for all the hearts. Who's ever tapping out there, thank you so much. That's awesome. I can see them floating up into the air on my other monitor screen. It's great. Thank you. Muchísimas gracias, as they say in Espanol. We are a trilingual channel over here. We
Look at you.
We do a little French, a little Spanish.
Nice. Very
We're not
impressive.
just two languages.
No, sir. Impressive,
Como
monsieur.
telez-vous? Como telez-vous? Aaron is our French expert
Je ne sais quoi,
and
monsieur.
Spanish expert. His Spanish is much better than mine.
You're too kind, good sir. You're too kind.
My Spanish is all butchered.
It's good. Your Spanish is good.
I can get by. I can get by.
Yeah.
And my French is amateur at best. Very, very amateur.
No problemo, my good sir. But you are an amazing artist, sir.
Oh, it's kind of you to say, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, you're the one with all the talent over here. Aaron's a multi-talented actor, musician, pantomimer, comedian.
Oh my God.
He sounds best with auto-tune. He's really good. That's a joke, by the way. The auto-tune's a joke. I'm kidding. No, but Aaron is an actor. He's done a bunch of like indie films locally, and nothing national yet, right? We're trying to,
yeah. That's the goal.
Trying to get commercials and yeah. Plan.
Yeah, hopefully.
I didn't even know he knew how to read until I saw his comic book. I was like, okay, well he can write a little bit. I guess he knows how to read.
Can you believe that?
I thought he was just looking at all the pictures like me. I barely know how to read. I don't even know.
Yeah, full of surprises.
Yeah. Crook says pros no composition, osmosis is the best way to learn. Absolutely, man. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Crook's channel, and he's an awesome artist in his own right too. He's very, very good, very talented. Crook is check out his YouTube channel. It's got really good stuff. He's a great painter and artist, and artist. Period. Yes, I agree, Scarlett. It's really cool to see them as people tap on them. Absolutely. You're welcome. You're welcome. For the wrenches, yeah. The wrenching, yes. Yeah. Yeah, so this particular show has kind of brought in a little bit of a different audience. So this is a much more all ages friendly kind of show. Try to keep it PG-13. No bad language or anything like that. That's all reserved for the Wednesday night show, which is not for kids, right? Obviously, and it's at a later time, and people would say whatever they want over there. It's a super free speech kind of thing. And yeah, I mean, I'm pro free speech and all that good stuff, but just for the sake of keeping it kid friendly or PG-13ish, a different time period and a different audience, right? Trying to build a different audience, a more general audience. Maybe someone who just wants to learn how to draw or whatever. But yeah, we get wild, man, over there on like Don Draws the studio, and even on the Hump Day show, just craziness over there. Yeah, and that's its own different type of branding show. So be warned if you check that show out. I would say, 15 and up kind of thing, But I ain't your parents, so that's up to your parents. And, if you're a kid, you probably shouldn't watch it. Probably a lot of shows that kids shouldn't be watching on YouTube, just because people use a lot of foul language, stuff like that. And they still watch them. Parents don't even know what the internet is, or how to barely get on it.
That's for sure.
You just give them the tablet. Oh, they're quiet, so they don't want to be parenting. Anyways,
ain't that the way it is?
It's not my job, right? I ain't their parent. Let's see. Yeah, the master of I won't say that, Kirk. Thank you though. Jeez. I just said it's a PG-13 show, Kirk. Trying to keep it PG-13. I can't be saying that. Even though I really want to. No, just kidding. Let me change this music up. It's getting monotonous. It's a chill hop. See how that goes.
There you go.
Yeah, it gets real repetitive after a little bit, and it kind of gets stuck in a loop because it's AI based music. Hey, so real quick question on the opossum's armor here. It has a lip, right? Like right on that armor under the cape. It has a lip along the edge, right?
Yes.
I saw one. Like, I don't.
Yes.
There's a little lip. I just. Yeah, I just want to double check that with you.
Wow, look at that.
Cool.
Very cool, my man. Very cool. I like it. I love it. I love it.
Awesome.
Awesome. You make my boy look good.
He only loves it because it's his character. That's the only reason he's saying any of that. I'm kidding. I am just teasing.
I've always liked the way.
Otherwise, he wouldn't care what I'm drawing.
No, that's not true.
No, I know.
I do like your interpretations of my character. It's really good. They're cool. I like them. I do. We've had.
Well, I will admit, sometimes I don't know what you're drawing. Like, I'm like, what is this thing and what is that? And only you know, because, like, I know some of it because you've explained it to me because I've asked like tons of questions. Remember the first drawing is like, what is this? What is that? And it just, I would ask him so many questions. He would be so frustrated and get mad at me. Like, just draw everyone.
I still have a lot of those drawings that you gave me of the first times you were drawing my character. Awesome. I still have them.
Yeah, when I drew him like with a skull, and I had all these weird interpretations of the opossum. Yeah,
it's good times, man. Good times. We've been around the block, you and I, with our characters. So
yeah, we have. We've known each other Was it 20, 25
Since
years?
2006.
Almost 20 years, 21 years. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not Asian, so I don't. I don't know how to do math.
Almost 20 years. I think you're right. Yeah.
The Koreans are real good at the math. They know how to do that trigonometry, trigonosis. Let's see. Anything new in the chat? Nope. If you're new here, please feel free to say hello. I'd like to acknowledge you and say hello to you. Of course, some people just like to watch, and that's fine too. Don't want you to feel pressured. Yeah, I'm a little like apprehensive of like if we get somebody who's like, "Hey, Omer, Aaron, can you help me draw an arm? Like, how do I draw an arm?" And I'm like, are we ready for that kind of stuff, Aaron? Like, can we take a break from what we're doing and kind of feel that kind of a question or feel that? How do I draw a head and how do we go about explaining that? Like, I know I could do it.
Yeah.
I'm just like
you would have to drop everything.
Because and David Finch does that from time to time on his show. So I don't want to not do that, but at the same time we are kind of focused on trying to get something done. And he'll give that kind of question 5-10 minutes and kind of do a brief overview on kind of how he does it.
I mean, you can do that too.
And I want to be able to feel that kind of
I don't see why not.
Yeah. So, just I've been thinking about it since we started the show.
Yeah, I don't see the harm in it as long as it doesn't take too long.
Yeah, no, just curious, just throwing it out there. See how you maybe thought
I'm
about
down
it.
with it. I'm cool with it. I don't mind.
You're down. You're down. What's up, Edwin? Good to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming by. Edwin is a writer. He's the creator of a comic called Aces and Bloodbone, and there's another one I can't remember, but you're more than welcome to drop any links you want in the chat for your comic, Edwin. The Ace, I think it's called The Ace, which is on my list to. I know Bloodbone is on my list to do some fan art, and maybe I could make it one of these particular pieces. Just depends. I try to get a bunch of stuff done, so like I have so much stuff sketched out. Like sometimes I'll just take a day and the first half of the morning I'll sketch out like 10 things real light, just a started sketch, and then I won't even get to inking it till years later sometimes. It's like some pieces, oh yeah, look, there's a piece of paper here. I sketched something out on it. Oh, I'll link it up, and I drew it like 3 years ago. And by sketch, I mean like it's kind of a full semi-finished drawing because I don't need to shade and render everything. I do tighten, like for this particular piece, just to tighten it up and figure it out and share it with people. It's way tighter than I normally like sketch. A little more finished, even to the point where I could probably pass this off to an inker and they could ink it. But like I'll sketch out stuff like this real quick, and like it's a little scribbly and it's just stuff for me to ink, and this was drawn like 2 years ago, so I just never got around to inking them. I got piles of this stuff, so I'm pretty fast at sketching. It's the inking takes me a while, and then I want to watercolor everything I do, and yeah. And I need to make a schedule to actually work on the glitch comic and really work on that, and kind of get it more finalized. I do have 60-70 pages of glitch comic pages done. I just need I got a few gaps that I need to fill in the story to get that out. But and the other thing is, all of it's in black and white currently, and I want to watercolor the whole thing. So Aaron's seen a lot of the pages.
They look great.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of the work, from what I remember. I think you've seen it.
Yeah,
I've shown you a lot of it.
It's been a while, but yeah.
Yeah, some of this stuff is almost like 10 years old. I drew it such a long time ago, and it still looks good, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah. It's ready for the picking.
Edwin says, thanks, brother. Yeah, absolutely. He says, I'd love to see your take on Bloodbone. Yeah, man, absolutely. And then go check out, hit the link for the Drawing Aces Anthology #1, launching July 31st on Kickstarter. So go check that out. Absolutely. Yeah, like I don't know if you were here earlier, Edwin, but I was explaining like I don't do a whole lot of like promoting and shilling on this particular show because we're kind of focused. But on the Wednesday Hump Day show, I love to promote everybody as much as I can, and even though that's a drawing stream too, yeah, there's so much more time that I have available over there. Whereas this show, it's usually 2 hours. We go 2 hours because that's how much time Aaron can participate. And today he's going to be leaving a little earlier. Actually, he's got about 8 minutes before he's got a jet. And I'm probably going to stick around for another half hour. If I can do the whole second hour, I will. But if I get to either a good finishing point here or just kind of pooped out, I'll probably just go another half hour. But I'm going to shoot for the 2 hours. The time goes by real quick once you start getting a lot of drawing done. So I'm shooting for the 2 hours. If there's any artists out there that is interested in maybe doing a couple of fill-in episodes, I am looking for somebody. Aaron's gonna have some changes in his work schedule starting July 31st. So is that right? July 31st, you said?
Yeah.
So he's gonna be pulling overtime, so he won't be able to make it on Mondays. So if anyone wants to schedule with me for doing an episode or two, or 3, let me know. I know there's 3 people interested, which I'll need to hit them up. But yeah, let's see. Edwin says, I love draw streams. I can just put them on in the background and do my writing, etc., and check out some cool art in between. Absolutely, man. Thank you. Yeah, Edwin, that's very cool. Aaron, you let me know when you're ready, and so I can pause for a
Yeah.
second. Give you a little outro and all that good stuff.
5 more minutes. Okay.
You can show us the work and all that cool stuff. Where you jet?
I appreciate that.
Let's see. Crook says, shopping for birch panels on Amazon. Any chance I find anything not garbage? And there's a comment there. Yeah, Crook does paintings. Well, I mean, I'm sure you've done I'm sure I've seen comic art and stuff you've drawn, right? It's not all just paintings. A quick question for Crook. Do you prefer working on like wood surfaces such as panel boards or whatever material you prefer versus canvas? And is it because of like the smooth surfacing? Is that why you like it? Just curious.
Okay. All right, my sir.
Yeah,
Oh, look at that. That is
Like, give me
incredible.
1 sec.
Wow. Wow, you made him look really good. Wow. That is so cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it. I
that's
love
all right.
it. Hope you like the way your glitch is coming out.
Yeah, looks good, man. Real cool. Real
Yeah.
cool.
Trying to get the characters in the bottom. Yeah. So,
All right.
all right.
All right. Check out Aaron on his website at aaronmosesop.com.
Yep.
Is that right?
Okay,
.com? And you can see, you can find his comic book to the Opossum 1 and 2 if you want to pick it up at Indie Planet. And for, no more than $15 shipped in the domestic US, you can get both of those comics. Probably anywhere between $10 and $15. So, all right, buddy, you out of here?
Guys. All right. Love you guys. See you later.
All right, peace out. Have a good one, man. Appreciate you as always. Later. All right. Finally, he's gone. Oh my God, I was wondering how long it was going to take for him to leave. Jeez. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Let's see. Nothing not put online, but I was a tattoo artist for 10 years. I worked on set design, stage productions, murals, and whatnot. Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. Let's see. All right, well, it's just me now. I'm just going to try to finish this off. Let's see. Crook says, see, for the fluid art crap I'm making now, a hard surface is better than regular stretch canvas. And then we have Susie here says, thank you for everything. Have a good night. You too, Susie. Take care. That's Aaron's main squeeze, by the way. Just in case anyone's wondering, she's taken. She is unavailable. So what kind of work are you working on right now, Crook? Is it like abstract stuff? Is that why you referred to it as the way you referred to it, or something that you're not into but just doing because like color field stuff, or what? Man, I can't remember the center of that belt piece, the way it looks. Oh, I'll pull up some references later. I'll link that part later. I can't tell what I drew. It may not be that important anyways. I might just black it out. It's so small, like I shouldn't fret about it, make a big deal out of it. It's not. Sometimes you can just render stuff in the darkness or in the shadows. It'll be fine. Ain't too big a deal. As they say, when in doubt, black it out. That's what they say. I think every art teacher I've ever had has said that. And I've heard so many comic book artists say that too. So one of the ways you can tell if you got a good composition too is if you can create a silhouette of the shape of the character that you're drawing in the pose that you have them. If you can silhouette it out and still make it out, that's a pretty good design sense. That's a pretty good figure shape. So sometimes silhouetting things and shading things helps create that shape and form of the character you're drawing or whatever. Oh, you can see a lot of it in like Frank Miller does a lot of that in kind of like The Dark Knight Returns, or The Dark Knight. Sorry, not The Dark Knight Returns, but yeah, well, that one too. Everything by Frank Miller, he does a lot of that shape design sense and silhouetting. All from his Sin City stuff too. Like even early Daredevil stuff he was doing. Let's see what Kirk has to say here. Is what it is. Always try not to take myself too seriously. Oh yeah, man, absolutely. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, you can't be. it's real easy to have an ego in art and think you're great and all that stuff. And I mean, I've done it. I've been there in college and university. Um, and then sometimes you just do it to will yourself, right? Like, I want to be a better artist. And like, you just tell yourself that, but you don't you don't say it out loud so other people hear it, right? When you're trying to like level up and stuff, at least in my opinion. And and you have to have a sense of self-confidence, so that's kind of a little bit of a different thing. But and you have to be proficient in your skills and believe in yourself. Like that's a big part of it, I think. And it's awesome getting support from friends and family and all that stuff. Like that does help. It's reaffirming, right? But you have to believe it too. And then if other people that aren't the total strangers that don't know you, if they say that your art looks pretty cool and they like it, that's always help. That really like gives you a sense of that you're either on the right track or you have talent or something, and that helps a lot too. So, but yeah, you have faith in your own self too. And I think in my observation of art and the process, the whole a lot for well, even now I guess people throw around style and the word style a lot. And style is like an evolution of how much art being made, in my opinion. So, and so a lot of it comes out of necessity sometimes too, like speed, like trying to get faster. And same thing goes for like these comic artists. Like, so the style they develop usually comes out of the necessity to do a monthly deadline, So. And then, of course, there's emulation of style, and that's not hard to do. If you really love J. Scott Campbell's stuff, just copy all his stuff, copy it all, and you'll pick up his style. Like there'll be something in it, like especially if you want to draw that way, that you're gonna get something out of it. And he's kind of copying and adapting what he's done from Disney. Like he's using the Disney style, so. To a great extent, and kind of for a lack of better way of explaining, he does sexualize the images. I mean, he makes them sexier and cuter, and kind of brings them a little bit of an adult perspective, not adult material or whatever, not adult content. Just he brings it up to the level of like young adults and teenage boys, and basically what he wants to see, right? So he kind of adapts that Disney style to that. But yeah. And then, there's artists who can ape and emulate and all that, and then still have their own style. And that's kind of where I want to fall into. Like, I want to be able to just draw however I want. Like, if I want to do it in pencil, I'll do it in pencil. If I want to do it in paint, I'll do it in paint. If I want to do watercolors, I want to do watercolors. If I want to do digital coloring and all that, I kind of want to be it all. Like, I just want to be good enough. I don't have to be a master at it all. Just good enough is fine. Because the part that always kind of gets me stuck is storytelling. Because I want to write good stories. It's storytelling isn't that hard, but it's hard enough to want to be good, and it's easy enough to just be mediocre, and it's really easy to just be bad and get crap out. Like, people can easily make comics and tell a quick little story, a little yarn, and it can be okay. It can be great too, or it can be really, really bad. So, and then there's tons of mediocre in between. And we all have stories that we can tell, right? Everybody has simple stories, even like your own familial stories, um, incidents that happen in daily life, just funny, silly things like walking in the kitchen and your dad's sitting there, and all of a sudden he throws a big fart, right? Like, and it's just funny, like, and that could be like a 2-3 page comic book story, and probably a lot of people could relate to that. Of course, it's a little uncouth, but some parents are like that, I don't know. I can't say my dad wasn't like that, and we all just bust out laughing along with him. And of course, my mom would get mad at him and be like, "Oh my god, that's so um that's so unetiquette." It's like, and then we all laugh, and then she laughs, and everybody's laughing, and it's just funny because fart jokes are funny, or farting is funny. It's and my mom gives him the smile, like oh, that's so inappropriate, oh my god, and but she's smiling sheepishly because it's funny. She thinks it's funny too, but my mom would never do that. She would never do that. I don't think I ever heard my mom fart, so it's because it's unbecoming, right? It's what ladies don't do that. Anyways, let me check the chat real quick. Let's see. Kirk says the birch panels are also good for resin pieces. Oh yeah, resin. Cool. Yeah. And then people are liars. Believe in yourself. Well, there's that. There you could listen to that too. Now, when you're talking about resin pieces, you're like pouring resin. And different colors, like the table resin types art, or whatever they do, or like the Star Wars diorama setups that they do, and then they pour resin in them, like that kind of art, or like just colored different art with resin. Also, have you ever done any not impasto, but impastos? Yeah, it's cool too. But no, it's what is it called? Oh man, it's where you melt wax into with pigments, and I've only done it like once or twice, and just experimenting. I totally forgot what it's called. It's oh my god, it's melted wax with pigment painting. I should look it up. Oh man, I can't remember. I know Jasper Johns is an artist who used to paint that method. It was it's kind of dangerous and hard to do because of the fumes at the time. It's not so fumey anymore, but is it encaustic? It might be encaustic. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Encaustic painting. Yeah, Jasper Johns was a famous pop artist, in case anyone's wondering. If you didn't know who he was, Jasper Johns. He's along the lines of Roy Lichtenstein and Andy Warhol. That's who Jasper Johns is. Very cool, very good, famous artist. Let me see here real quick. Crook says geodes and abstract pieces also make sculptures and resin furniture like tables and stools. Got it. Yeah. Yeah, very cool, man. That's cool. I hope you're making big bucks for that stuff. I know they do I watched a couple of videos of this one guy who's like doing resin floors. That stuff's fascinating, but isn't resin kind of a little bit caustic in its fumes and stuff, and kind of difficult to work with? I find that fascinating though. People like getting their floors resined, like, wow. They're all trying to do like the marble effect, right? Because marble, is really expensive, and people like the way it looks, but they don't want to pay the price of getting actual marble flooring. And also with resin, you can make it look like one big, huge slab, and I think that's the biggest appeal to the whole thing, because it's just such a status statement, to those that care about that kind of stuff. I don't care about that kind of stuff. I think it's whatever, a little frivolous, but only because I would just do it myself if I wanted something like that, So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to kind of block out all my shapes, trying to do a lot of rendering of all the hatching, kind of blocking out all the pieces so that I can go in and erase all the little X's that I've got on here, because basically the X's, what they mean is fill it in with black. And I'm just spotting all the blacks and rendering around them all so I can go back in and I want to get rid of the pencils on here primarily so that when I put the black down, there's no lead or graphite rather in the way of going directly onto the paper. And I could totally just ink over it, but at the same time, by erasing a little bit, I can get rid of any graphite from smudging that's constantly going over the page as I'm inking. So I'm almost at a point where I can kind of stop, go in and erase this stuff, and so I can start dropping in all these blacks, shadowed rendered areas. Oh, and if I can, I'm working on this 8.5 by 11 sketchbook here. I'll turn my page around a lot if I can, but because for the sake of the camera and while drawing on stream, I try not to do that a whole lot. But whenever it's not a kind of a restriction for the video and stuff. I throw the page around. Yeah. I usually like pulling lines towards me rather than away. I don't like flicking them because I can't flick them straight enough. They'll have a curve in them. When I pull towards me, I can pull them straighter, farther, longer, without having that bend in it. Of course, when you throw lines, if you shoot from your wrist, that's about the distance. It's about 2-3 inches. Whereas if you're like painting on big canvas and stuff, you throw from your elbow. And so when you're throwing from your elbow, you can create a longer, straighter line or an arc easier. Just things to think about how you move your body to create some of this kind of, to create artwork, period. And it's all becomes part of the whole muscle memory kind of thing. And you start getting all the people talking about the sports adjectives of how it relates to all that. But there is some relation, obviously, And then pencils and so there's some people hold pencils really weird. Some people palm. I don't. Some people draw like this. I think it's bizarre. I'm pretty average, I think. So somebody draws like this. Apex draws like this, and I'm like, what are you doing? You're like pawing the crap out of that pencil or pen. And then Eric Larson draws like a monkey. I don't know how he draws. He draws like that. It's really weird. Or I don't something like that. I think he draws something like that. I don't know. It's very strange. But whatever works. I mean, it's however you learn how to grab a pencil when you were a baby, I guess, or a small kid. Pretty funny. I find that fascinating too, like how people grab tools and use their art tools. And there's no wrong way. I'm just pointing them out that there's differences. People have differences. That's all. You do you. So I'm just saying. Just looks kind of weird when you actually see somebody draw, and you're like, wow, they hold it like a monkey. That's weird. They're pawing it. And then of course me. I'm like, I'm trying it out. I'm like, maybe that'll make my art awesome. And it doesn't. Just do you. Funny. All right, I think I'm on a little stopping point. Let me catch up on the chat here, and I'll erase what I've got going here, and then fill in some blacks here. Let's see. Crook says, "Yeah, I made a conference table and a receptionist desk for a law office. I personally wouldn't decorate with it, but I'm more of a minimalist. Just piles of art supplies and half-finished projects." Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. All right, well, we're actually hitting the halfway mark. I'm switching to a brush pen. I don't want to use all the ink on this because this is a 0.4 and it's really good for line work. So I don't want to use all the ink in that just to fill in blacks. So I do have a brush pen I can use to fill in these blacks. Yeah. And normally I would use I got a bottle of ink here. I would use this normally with my Sakuda or Pentel pocket brush. This thing here, and just use that over again. I usually use this, but I also have this one too, and I forget who makes this one. Either this is Sakuda or Pentel. It's one, but it's a brush pen too. I would just dip that into the inkwell and just paint with this. This still has ink in it though, so yeah, it's a really great pen too. But this is also a great pen too, and I've had this one for 15, 20 years almost. So. Switch this music. It's getting stuck. Let's go with lo-fi for a little bit. Yeah, sometimes the AI music gets stuck and just like keeps repeating in a little loop. So you gotta change it up every once in a while. Ah, that's exactly what was playing earlier. Okay, now it's starting to change. There we go. We got 7 people watching. Thank you so much. 4 on X and 3 on YouTube. This is a super chill draw stream show. Like this, it's very chill. Aaron and I just hang out and draw pretty much, and just chit chat a little bit here and there. We're really trying to get stuff done. It's the main focus. So, learning by doing. Sometimes you gotta make stuff. That's also probably an art, at least. My opinion is the more you do, the better you're gonna get. If you don't keep trying, you're not gonna get anywhere. You think you've done something great with one piece of art? Okay, go make that. Go make 10 of those pieces now. Then you maybe have something great. It's art is a numbers game to me. Like the more art you make, the more chances you have of doing something really great. But you're not gonna make one masterpiece just by making one thing. You have to try. It can be very hard and very daunting. And I know when you're starting out, like there's a lot of like, oh, what do I draw? What do I draw? There's a lot of art block kind of things that happen. And you don't know what to draw. You don't know what to practice drawing. Just start copying everything. That's how you get better. Copy everything. Copy from live. Copy from comics. Copy from art books. Just copy everything. Draw everything. Try to draw everything. Draw a chair. Draw a pen. Draw all your art supplies. Your pens. Your paints. Draw it all. How would you draw it? make lists if you have to. Write ideas down on paper of what you would like to draw, just so you don't forget. That's one of the things that helped me get through a lot of kind of art block. And early on, when I was first starting to draw, something that really inspired me was doing master studies, taking drawings of Raphael and drawing the Madonna and Jesus. I have 2 or 3 of those that I did. I still have them. I drew them when I was like 15, 16. And then copying Leonardo da Vinci. I think I did a pencil version of the Mona Lisa. And then I found some really cool black and white pencils of a Yoda that kind of looked like in the style of Michelangelo and Raphael, and I did a pencil version of that on a big piece of newsprint paper. So I have some newsprint paper drawings that are graphite and pencil that are over 30 years old, and they're barely getting crumbly because newsprint sucks to draw on. Like, it's not archival, it doesn't last, it turns yellow and it gets more yellow and degrades over time. I still have those, and I think they're in pretty good condition. I think only one of them kind of has a little bit of a crack kind of feeling, but it's still paper, right? So it doesn't, but it feels like it's gonna get really brittle. So do that. Draw things you love. Draw your Legos. Draw your Star Wars. Draw your G.I. Joes. Draw your Barbies. Whatever, Draw your well, I was gonna say draw your My Little Ponies, but there was a point there where all those bronies were weirdos. So don't do that. Don't become a brony, because the only good pony is a dead one in Minecraft. A zombie pony. Yeah, I remember in the 2000s, everybody wanted weird brony drawings of doing weird things, and I was like, what the heck? This is bizarre. I didn't understand those kids. And of course, I was an adult by then, so I was like, what is this? I don't know what this is. A little commentary on Crook's comment. He says he's more of a minimalist. I love that idea. I wish I could be a minimalist, but the art making process and the comic book collecting aspect doesn't allow me to be a minimalist, if that makes sense. Because, like, you have a bunch of stuff, right? Because you collect it. I mean, how does that work? Did you just stop collecting comics and got rid of all your comics? Because being minimalistic and collecting comic books, or anything for that matter, is not conducive to the other. All right, almost got all the black dropped in. Just kind of zoned out here for a bit. Just really just trying to fill these blacks in. Just not a whole lot. Not a whole lot to say. All the shapes have kind of been defined and rendered around these shapes. And if you're new to comic book inking, the little X's, they just mean fill in with black. Something professionals use to indicate that to the inker. Whereas the inker's going along, they'll drop those in as they see the shapes that are needed to be filled in black. Sometimes pencilers will not render the full page with shading all that in because it's pointless time-wise. They know what they can kind of see what it's going to look like inked in black and white. So, but yeah, because I was, drawing the opossum, and I'm never really sure all the shapes on his costume and stuff. So I kind of at least shaded in a little bit. I try not to do that too much, but I was trying to find the shape and kind of really trying to give myself an understanding of how Finch was kind of rendering this artwork and this cover. And so kind of try to understand So sometimes you render in all the black, right, just so you can kind of understand the full shapes and what's happening. But as of course, the more you draw and stuff, the less information you need to put in, especially if you're going to ink it yourself. Yeah. So we got about 20 minutes. That's going to be the full episode. So cool. Did it. And I'm not finished with this piece. I'll have it finished for the next show, and then I'll start something new. Probably move on to one of my own characters after this. I was going to try to put another character in here, but I think I'm just going to leave it like this for now. And if I get to a point somewhere where, because this is like based on Batman kicking Bane, and I thought about putting Glitch here, but I'll just save it and I'll scan it this way. So in the future, if I want to put another character here, you can either do it digitally, or I can just come back in and actually draw it on this page. And of course, I'm going to give this to Aaron. I should make him pay for it, though. Just kidding. I'm not. I usually give some stuff away, so I need to stop doing that, though. I need to make people pay for it. Yeah, that's when you know if somebody really likes your work. They're willing to pay for it. Yeah, they may say they like it, but until they actually willing to put down some hardcore cash, they probably don't like your work. Or they can't afford it at the moment. That's part of it right now. Everybody seems to be in a big, big crunch financially right now, which kind of sucks, but it's the economy, right? That's what they're saying. Change this music real quick. It's getting annoying. Let's do this one. See what that does. Let's see what that does. I'll change the music up. I gotta remember the mic I'm using. It's not by my headphones. It's this one over here off the camera. I don't know why the Restream hasn't been picking up the correct mic. Maybe I need to restart my computer. All right. Excuse me. We got 7 people watching. 5 on X and 2 on YouTube. Yeah, I anticipate things are going to get a little bit slow. I do get a good amount of rewatch on this particular show. Thank you, everybody who rewatches and checks out the channel and the show. Please like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Omer Glitch channel. Hell yeah. on this. Got all these extra pens here in case I need them. Gotta move them out of the way. Man, really feel like I moved really slow on this piece. There's a lot of rendering to do. I don't know, but we're almost at the end here. Thank you everyone who's watching. Thank you everybody who's commented in the chat. Thank you so much. And if you're watching this on a what is it called? Not a restream, but at a later time, at a different time, if you're watching this on playback, I guess. Thank you so much. Please consider like, share, follow, and subscribing to the Omer Glitch channel. Please feel free to add comments to any of my videos. Hopefully nice things. Of course, feel free to say whatever you want, but preferably nice than mean would be kind of cool. Say something positive. right, I think that's going to take us to the end here. Go in and erase some of this stuff so I can start dropping in those blacks. The black spotting. Yeah, a little. I'd say I've got about maybe another 40 minutes, 20 minutes into it. 40 minutes to finish off the rest. Like I said, I'm not sure. I definitely won't be adding another figure at this point in time, but I'll scan it what I got, and then it'll allow for digital insert, or if at some point I actually want to draw another figure into here, I can add that. So that'd be cool. Maybe that'll be a whole nother show, another episode of putting in a figure in the background at some other point. But at least with this, once it gets scanned digitally, you can add any figures and just switch them over time and make a couple of different compositions out of it with different figures. So that's kind of cool. Appreciate everyone watching. Thanks so much. I think that's going to be the end of the show. Thank you, everyone. Stick around for my outro if you want to listen to some jams. And hopefully we'll see you next week. We'll get back to some more of this, and you can see the finished piece for this. So I would appreciate it if you swing back by and see what this looks like at the end. Again, check out all my other stuff on YouTube. All my community posts, which I just called posts now, I think, on YouTube. At some point, I'll put this up on there and a bunch of the art I've made. Again, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you have a great evening. And if you do, if you are a subscriber and you do check out this channel and you're a young adult and adult upward, please feel free to check out the Wednesday show on the Hump Day Show, which is on Wednesdays. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Appreciate everybody. And let me play the outro. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching.
I wanna taste the pain. I think I'm seeing all red. 2 bullets in the gun, 1 shot to the head. I need a blank space. 'Cause everything is a threat, but I never back down, man. I'd rather be dead. I'm making love to fame. And she look better in bed. And I'ma rock this life till I take my last breath. I wanna make a change. I got 1 life left, so I'm gonna go down swinging. Don't you forget.
Everything is so boring. Can't get up in the morning. I'm so sick of the mundane and routine. I'm gonna break without warning.
I wanna taste the pain. I think I'm seeing all red. 2 bullets in the gun, 1 shot to the head. I need a blank space. 'Cause everything is a threat, but I never back down, man. I'd rather be dead. I'm making love to fame. And she look better in bed. And I'ma rock this life till I take my last breath. I wanna make a change. I got 1 life left, so I'm gonna go down swinging. Don't you forget.
I've gotta find a new purpose, something actually worth it. I wanna look in the mirror and like what I see. I'm sick of feeling so worthless.
You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm going off. I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning. I can make a change. I wanna play the game. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm going off. I know it's time to make a change, and I can take the pain. You wanna sink or swim? I'm gonna go down swinging. Look deep within. I get lost in the feeling. I just need a win. I'm gonna find my meaning. I can make a change. I wanna play the game, yeah.
the daytime, cool me in the sunshine, sitting by the water line, serving ourselves our paper plates. Oh, it's the coldest in the bright times, so live in the sunlight, songs on our minds, drinking up all our escape. I wanna do it again tomorrow, sit alone with you and hold ourselves against some shadows. If you don't let yourself grow, 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 only let yourself grow. There's 1,000 dreary moments I would love to have again, dreaming of all the stolen plans we made, but when we find the time, fighting against our minds, smiling at the thought of escaping our own kind. And I wanna do it again tomorrow, sit alone with you and hold ourselves against the shadows. If you don't let yourself grow, 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 only let yourself grow. Well, I'll keep every picture, taken, stolen, or drawn. Now write down all the scripture we wrote on my friend long. What will we write tomorrow? What chords can we make sound do? Whose energy will I borrow? When you're out and gone and back to, I wanna do it again tomorrow. Sit along with you and hold ourselves against some shadows. If you don't let yourself grow, if you don't let yourself grow, only let yourself grow. Project. I hope that access and intrusion that, well, intrusions are now reject, but intrusions are now reject, but I'll keep moving on, wearing on my neck. We all kill, we all die, we all truth, but all lie. We can stand, but we fly, but we fly, but we fly. And I wanna do it again tomorrow, sit along with you and hold ourselves against some shadows. If you don't let yourself grow, if you don't let yourself grow, if you can only let yourself grow, if you can only let yourself grow, only. Well, there's 1,000 dreary mornings I'd love to have, yeah, dreaming of all them stolen plans we made, but when will we find the time, fighting against our minds, smiling at the thought of escaping our own kind. And I wanna do it again tomorrow, sit alone with you and hold ourselves against them shadows. If you don't let yourself grow, I wanna do it again tomorrow, sit along with you and hold ourselves against them shadows. If you don't let yourself grow.
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning. I'll do what I love till my heart stops beating. I'm feeding this demon. Got a taste, can't erase bitterness in my face. Work a job every day till your dreams fade away. Like a card, never change, play the game that we say. I need a break. Done staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. I'm staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. It's never Game face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me slack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me, come out with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip, put your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. Time staying strong, need to move on. To be what I want, I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on. To be what I want, I'll keep dreaming on.